Sing Your Love. Day 17. But, how can it be a grave sin to miss Mass on Sunday? Sometimes people will say things like, I don't go to Mass, I don't get anything out of it. I feel closer to God when I go out walking in the woods. Or, sometimes teenagers will say, Mass is boring. Those things can be true for those who go to church for selfish reasons, to get something out of it for themselves and not to give God themselves and worship Him. Not knowing the true value of the Mass, some reject the teaching of the Catholic Church that it is a mortal sin to miss Mass on Sundays and holy days of obligation. They ask, how can missing Mass on Sunday be a mortal sin? Committing one mortal sin and dying unrepentant would send a soul to hell. Why is missing Mass grave matter, a mortal sin? To know the answer to this, one must know what the Mass is. The Mass is the perfect prayer, the highest form of prayer. Its value is infinite because it is an act of God. It is Jesus, the Son of God, offering His life to God the Father. It is the original sacrifice of Christ on the cross presented to us once more, so that when we take part in the Mass we are mystically, spiritually present at the foot of the cross on Calvary and can offer our lives to the Father in union with Jesus' offering of His life.
Catholic Masses are offered every day of the week. Many Catholics attend Mass every day, but Catholics are required to attend Mass only on Sundays and holy days of obligation. Now, after reading what the Mass is, and considering that it is commanded for our own benefit, to get the graces we need to go to heaven, hopefully now it is clear why it is a mortal sin to miss Mass on Sundays and holy days. So, would God send a soul to hell for missing Mass one time? The answer is yes, because the Mass is so great, and we are in great need of the graces we receive when we reverently attend Mass. If the person knew it was a grave sin, and for no good reason chose not to attend Mass, it was a grave offense against God. Is anything more important than spending 1 hour a week to be spiritually present at the foot of the cross on which Christ died so that we could go to heaven? Unless it would be for a serious reason, what could possibly be more important? Woe to anyone who thinks lesser things, for example, sports or entertainment, are more important. Where your heart is, there is your treasure. God wills all souls to be saved, but each soul must will it, and act accordingly. God loves each one of us, but to be saved we must accept Christ's offer of salvation and grow in grace. Our participation in the Mass and reception of Holy Communion bring us the grace that Christ merited for us through the sacrifice on the cross. It is a privilege to attend Mass, it is a great gift from God. It is a privilege to receive Jesus, God incarnate, in Holy Communion. So instead of protesting the requirement to go to Mass, why not aim high, like the saints, and strive for holiness and attend Mass every day? It would gladden the heart of God and fill the soul with much grace.
Love God. It makes life beautiful. If we knew the value of the Mass, we would die of joy. St. John Vianney. Sing Your Love. Jesus, I love you. Jesus, I love you. Let every beat of my heart, and every breath I take, 1,000 times repeat this act of love. I love you, Jesus. In the most blessed sacrament. Resolve. When I go to Mass, I will listen attentively to all the prayers, and during times of silence, I will make acts of love.